Hello Linda, Happy New Year. It's the first video of 2021 and I'm creating this makeup look that actually one of you guys requested on my Instagram, so let's go. I'm gonna be starting my look with my bare face like always, and I'm gonna be using this lip balm by Arata that I got from Amazon so that our lips are nice and moisturized. And first I'm gonna be doing my base today, and I'm gonna be taking a mixture of these two primer. I actually used a concoction of these two primers on my wedding day and reception day, and oh my god, this combo is the bomb, and there's no such thing as pores once you use this combo, I swear to you guys. Pressing the primer into my skin so it's nice and prepped for the next step. Moving on, I'm going to be using this foundation by Physicians Formula, and I'm going to be taking some on the back of my hand and applying it on my face using my fingers. And then I'm going to be using this sponge by 20 something that I got from Cuffs and Lashes, and I'm going to be blending it out using the sponge. And I actually really like the sponge. It's nice and soft so I do enjoy it. Moving on, I'm gonna take this concealer by Milani. This is in the shade 120 Light Vanilla, I believe. I was actually using this concealer for the first time, so I just applied it on my under eyes, and oh my word, can you see the coverage? It instantly highlighted and concealed the darkness under my eyes. Wow. So once I'm done with my under eye concealer, I decided to highlight the center of my face. So I'm going to be using the same concealer, and this is when I realized that this concealer actually dries really fast. You'll see me struggling while blending the concealer on my nose because it was set, honey. But nonetheless, I made it work somehow and saved the base. Moving on, I'm going to be using this powder by Sugar, and I'm going to be setting the concealer in place. I'm using very little amount of powder because I don't really want my face to look too powdery and too cakey. So if you're a dry skin type, you can only use powder on the places that you've applied your concealer. But since I'm oily, I'm going to be using this powder by L'Oreal. And as you guys can see, I'm using very little amount of it just to set my face, Okay, so next step is to add some color back to your face, and to do that I'm going to be using this bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm going to be bronzing up my face with this, you guys. This makeup look was very simple to do. I promise you guys, it barely took me 45 minutes to film this makeup look, so yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm also contouring my nose with this bronzer. So my nose contour was looking a little too harsh, so I took the same fluffy brush and I just blended out the bronzer on my nose. Now comes my favorite part of doing my makeup, that is applying some blush, and I'm applying this new blush by K Beauty in the shade Soft Nude. And can you see that color, you guys? Can you see that color? It does have a little bit of kickback to it, but oh my word, the color is stunning. It's such a pretty nude shade, just like what the name says. And I actually really like the formula of these blushes, you guys. It was good. It's now time to highlight our face and glow to the gods. And to do that, I'm going to be using this one by Wet n Wild in the shade Precious Petals. I'm applying it on the usual places that I usually do. And I'm also going to be applying it above my eyebrows where my arch is. So once I move my face, you can see the highlight catching the light. You can see here, oh my god, can you see that? Wow. Once that is done, I'm gonna be setting my makeup in place using this setting spray by Flower Beauty. And while doing that, I actually broke my setting spray, you guys. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Now comes the fun part, that is to do our eyes. I already did the other eye off camera just to save a little bit time. Okay, so first I'm going to be taking this Kajal pencil by K Beauty, and I'm going to be drawing a wing liner using this pencil. It doesn't have to be precise, you guys. It's absolutely fine because I'm going to blend it out later on. So once I'm happy with the wing liner, I'm going to be taking a very detailed brush and I'm going to start smoking out this wing liner. Now taking this palette by Makeup Revolution X Patricia Bright, I'm going to be taking the shade Allspice, and I'm going to be using that on a pencil brush, and I'm going to start smudging the black eyeliner using this eyeshadow. So while smudging this liner, I'm going to make sure that I stay within the lines, so I'm not moving past where the wing liner ends. I hope that makes sense. So once that's done, I'm going to be using a lighter brown shade from the same palette, and I'm going to be doing the exact same thing that I did with the previous shade. So I'm going to blend out the darker brown shade using this lighter brown shade. I'm going to be dipping into that shade Allspice again, and I'm going to putting the intensity back because I kind of lost that shade while blending out. So I'm basically going back and forth between the two shadows so that I'm happy with the blend. Once I'm done with the eyeshadow, I'm going to be moving on to probably the tricky part of this makeup look, that is extending the wing on my inner corners. This is the only part in the makeup look that took a really long time because I kind of had to match it with my other eye. So take your time while doing this step. Once you're happy with that, I'm going to be loading up my inner corner using that same kajal pencil. I'm not bringing this kajal pencil all the way to my waterline, just focusing it on my inner corners. And now I'm going to be taking that shade from the palette and I'm going to be applying it all over my crease. We are almost done with this eye look, you guys, I promise. So now taking the same dark brown shade that we used to smudge the liner, I'm going to be using that shade to define my crease even more. Okay, so this angle is not doing any justice. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry about that, but it's gonna be fine in the next clip. There you go. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the same highlighter that we used on our face and I'm gonna be applying that highlighter all over my eyelid, packing that eyeshadow using a flat shader brush all over my lid. And then I'm going to be using this liquid eyeshadow by Nika K and I'm going to be applying it on the center of my eyelids, and using a flat brush I'm going to blend it out with that highlighter so that it looks more seamless. Adding that liquid eyeshadow just to the center of the eyelids gives this eye look such a nice pop and catches light really well. I absolutely love it. And now I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone using the same highlighter. Now I'm going to add some false lashes. These ones are by Kalisis, which I got from Amazon. Feel free to skip false lashes and only apply mascara. Once the lashes are on, I'm going to be using a nude liner on my waterline and finishing the eyes off using some mascara on my lower lash line. And that is it for the eyes, you guys. That's it. Okay, so last step is to do our lips, and for my lips I'm going to be using this lipstick by Key Beauty. It's in the shade Gossip and such a stunning color, you guys. I absolutely love it, and surprisingly I used a lot of Key Beauty products in this video. Anywho, moving on, I'm gonna be doing an ombre lip, and to do that I'm gonna be using this lipstick by House of Makeup, and I'm applying it on the centers of my lips and blending it out with the previous lipstick so that it gives a nice ombre look to my lips. And that's it. That's the finished makeup look, you guys. I absolutely love the way this makeup look turned out. If you guys have made till the end of this video, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel and click the bell notification to be notified every time I post a video. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye, Linda. Mwah.